Okay, right. If I cannot get them done, I will still try to go. Right. The only thing I remember was we won't have week 17. So we will have final very soon, or some of you, we don't have week 16, we have 17, right? It's more like only have a few opportunities to try this. So next week, the 3 students who are doing the second demonstration, feel free to do CLT. And later on, we will go into let's go approach. I can just use one sentence, we can cover everything. If you look into Jessica's lesson, or maybe some from Susan too, in their CLT, they also try to introduce vocabulary, which was not 100% in the old CLT. Because previously, believers think that if you teach everything interactively, vocabulary will be taken care of by itself. But it's not actually true. So right now, the new belief is that you try to raise the learner's awareness. So this is the only thing that will also bring into attention. Okay, content-based, fairly easy. You too will be teaching something within the topic. So I tried to narrow it down already for the 2 of you. We are going to look into the topics, which will be what career or what jobs English majors can do. So everything is being controlled. If we talk about Thanksgivings, other day, it's something. I wanted to show something that I've been doing, which is called problem-based learning for 1 week. Okay, so 2 of them are also in content-based. And lastly, the ultimate goal of our course. If you design everything like what I just covered now, okay, 1, 2, 3. If they are very real life like, do we actually talk about this in real life? Maybe the number 3 is a little bit odd. Okay? The other 2 are very common. If you design a lesson plan, if you design an activity that's really close to real life, that's task-based, and we want to have some kind of outcome. So we cover almost everything. I will come back to you in a very quick fashion. Right? 2, 3. Okay? 3 activities will be more in a group or in a pair. I will give you this question, which is fairly easy. In your table, you will have fair number 4, 4, 4. Some of you who were in this course, okay, maybe Susan, Paul, if you still remember. There's no right or wrong answer. We just hear different variety and different ideas. It's a story about a farmer. He is blind, and he has 3 sons. And he brought all his sons next to his bed and asking him to divide his property. There are 13 cows that belong to the farmer. So how do you, as a family, okay, father, 3 sons, how do you divide the 13 cows? Fail. 5 minutes, 5 minutes, 5 minutes. Tell me the answer. No right answer or wrong answer. I'm looking for variety. Some creativity. It's actually a question that we use for our interview 1 year. Yes. I keep it because it's too nice. It has language issue, it has creativity. Yeah, I will tell you what answer is the lousiest one that we don't want. It also gives you something to think. You only have 1 minute. What do you think? certificate.
We need to define one purpose. So we need to run that. We can
Get money.
Yep. For results.
Or maybe
For the last thing. For example, like we
other brother gets money, so you get a portion.
So are we going to
Yes.
come up with one answer or?
Selling people, sell them, give them money.
Or-
If you bring
or-
build the.
or the other one, we sell it and they get the other part. In my opinion, there was nothing which
Or you simply.
kill one cow. Kill one cow elevation.
Kill the hamburgers.
The trees have a full cow.
Oh, that's good, that's good. That's good. What about that?
Kidding is bad.
Like charity, charity.
Sell them all and then
Or they can have, it's like,
Amount?
sometimes comic, percent is America to like. 50% is like.
No, we have to define
Just
as
someone, yeah.
a
So
farm.
really, that's just take access to someone, is that they can have all person,
Not
a small
the
portion.
poor are the outside
And then
credits
they
we
could
need
all
to.
split.
Okay.
So
But
they don't,
what happens
Why-
if
why
you
do I-
or
why do I-
one little house do the work?
Yeah, portion have to be small.
That is good.
That is the word.
Yeah, and then they don't, they're still killing.
What if they were, that's floods?
Consider it what happens.
And some people might have, you know,
What
just
was
Maybe that is some of me, neighbors.
It is like, you know, like, I have, like, on this or anything. But the second one is
very
small,
smart.
but the break one where you say
Basically,
it's like other so
And so each will get one cow, so take it and then get money and she get a cow.
This is just sort of like, you follow these two.
how big is your father's one? It maybe also depends what are the gender
Like very easy to count.
Yeah.
So that kind of.
She was like, no,
no,
cow.
Right.
The charity is okay or make it just make it
Oh,
barbecue
I know,
or
no, I
maybe-
think there's she.
I was like this. Just
Wait
wait
for
how
the
to have,
Is-
what is,
And then so then it can.
Too loud.
yeah, because like, they
How about the
get,
baby only
the baby are old and they will get, they will get, they get more. And then how about the other?
They have that kind of.
It's still two,
Maybe
it's still
another
unfair because.
Another part where it says,
Yeah.
There is one, right?
Yeah, there's one and baby, and we need to, yes, we got two baby.
why we get the baby, why we don't give, I mean, the, not equal. If you
Still
give-
eat.
Yes, not, for example, I give you the mommy, and then the other give the baby.
The baby, we know why those. I think we
Cat-
still have it, or by
Little
cheap.
farms.
Yeah.
Share?
Yes. But bigger. It's not cheap.
What's no shit? Shit,
They
oh,
have ways to go to the
So,
farm.
they don't.
you mean the other one, if you can pick up the chips?
Yeah.
So it's like outside.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah,
This is to improve their farm.
Yeah, it's good idea. Chips.
All right,
The chips.
we already have a very good answer, but we'll start on this table.
We have different.
I can just try. Tell me the answer. So, why? Okay, Molly.
Me?
Yes.
So actually, our idea is the same. We need to define it to our son. Each son has 4 cows,
This time is whole cow.
and for the other one, the one left, all of us has different.
Okay, what do you do with the 13 cow? The 13th.
So based on my idea, for the one left, we can make it to barbecue and then make a barbecue party.
Very barbecue.
Yes.
Your father is dying.
Yeah.
It's a barbecue.
So it's equal for us, but the other has a different. Yeah.
We sell one cow and turn money into buy sheep another animals to grow the farm.
Okay, guys. First time I heard this kind of answer. Sell the cow, buy sheep.
So
So they have different kinds of new animals.
that's a good idea.
Good. From the farming industry. The only thing I know is from my own understanding, correct me if I'm wrong, that pig is cheaper. Goat, sheep are a lot more expensive. I have no idea about a cow, maybe more expensive.
Yeah, it's more expensive.
Maybe only get half sheep. I'm not sure.
One cow equal like 3 sheep.
Yeah, we are not in the farming business, so but good.
One
Do
cow
you think
gets
like
three.
one is more?
So according to
Which one is more How is more?
I think
Because Jessica said, where is she came from?
yeah,
They're like,
farming state,
yeah, farming state.
Iowa.
So she knows better.
Maybe three. You can get 3 different.
Yeah, 3 different.
Yeah, so each time we get 1 sheep.
Yes.
Fair enough. Anything else?
And two of us, both of us agree will will sell the cows and take the money to charity.
Oh, charity. So nobody's getting the money. There's another one. 3D sum. Okay. Barbecue.
They're generous. They give it on you.
New animal. Give it away. Yeah. Okay. Second table. Kevin?
We have multiple solutions. My solution is kill one cow and share meat or sell meat.
More from people in China. Yeah.
And 3 times will get 4 cows.
So something that's sometimes common in America is people will rent their like farm or their animals to someone to use. And so then that person gets a smaller percentage and the person who owns it gets a larger percentage. And so I said like rent all of the cows to someone and then they don't have to be around stinky cows and then they get money.
Because this is the first time that I have ever heard this kind of opinion. Very capitalism. I really didn't know that we can actually bring them away.
Yeah, and labor,
Cool.
making work.
Interesting. Yeah, but I have to correct the information. Previously, this was a question that marketing department was using for interviewing their new applicants every year. So I thought this would be a very nice one if we have this one done here. And then, yeah, if I were interviewing Jessica, you are in already. Right person we are looking for, not barbecue.
No killing.
And a charity. Because our university needs a lot of money.
Yes.
Okay, anything else?
Tina?
Something you need.
You want to say your solution?
No, not really. Okay, I think it's sell all the cows and you get the money and you can like split the money.
Split money, yeah.
Like,
Typically,
evenly. Yeah, that was my
typically
idea.
that's the answer that we get all the time. Almost every
Yeah,
student
no
says,
creativity, but that's reasonable way to
reasonable.
deal with it.
Yeah,
No
you get a lot of
creativity, no.
yes. Imagine you guys are all English teachers. Most of you are English teachers. Probably they are the only group that noticed it.
Well, actually, during our discussion, we think about how many ox are there. Because no ox, we see all the cows, but what about the ox? Or probably actually the three sons may have their own ox. And I think the more ox they have, either one of them have, they can get more cows. For example, I am the son A. If I have oxen, like about 5, then probably I can get 5 cows because we produce more ox or more baby cows.
Yeah.
So probably I think maybe
You get a linguistic meaning. Yeah, but basically the father is dying.
yeah.
Too late. Yeah. If you're trying to get them all pregnant, it's too
Oh,
late. Yeah.
okay.
The answer that we got from that year was a female student. She simply said one of the cows is pregnant.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
So they will get their equal numbers and divide the cows equal. That's basically I was looking for this word. Okay, so
Okay.
they were talking about the gender.
Yeah.
And probably you guys just missed this one, but very common selling in getting the money.
Jessica actually mentioned the other solution. As well as some.
Yeah, I said if there was one bowl, then there could be two.
Exactly. So this is just one way to get everybody to come. Okay. Try to go through this. I'm not going to get this. I want to do. I actually have all the other more. Okay. For undergraduate student, I would say I would use this one, but among this, it's going to take lots of time. You guys can try it. This is also a very powerful topic. The qualities of a best professor. Best professor. Okay. I had this one when I was in the States, and the answer is not that encouraging. Okay. So I would ask students to list all the good qualities of a good professor. When you open the door, you saw me. Does that ring anything? But the number, and this is a very funny statistics. I couldn't have a reference, but it's probably from the campus newspapers. American students in my university say, if you see the professor being bold, this is the quality they have been looking for. Open the door, not much a good professor. Teenagers. Okay, probably, if you ask me, I open the door, female. Oh, okay. Probably in terms of language, we probably have female teachers probably sometimes. I'm not trying to be gender biased, but I do have the name, okay? So, I don't know, okay, we'll go into this one. So 4 activities you guys are coming. We back this a little bit. This is more like a group work, right? So we are getting away. Let's try this one, okay? I am not quite sure if I should be the person that gets credit for it. I actually invented this one long time ago when I was in the States. So let's do this, okay? It's called A to Z talk. 2 of you, if you sit together, start a dialogue. Very stupid. Remove all the proper nouns. You cannot say, Amy, are you a good boy? Okay. Ben, no, don't do that. It has to start from the alphabetical order. So I will ask Susan, are you feeling happy now? So my first letter will come to A. So Susan has to answer me. We have to create a dialogue with B as the beginning alphabet. Are you feeling happy now?
Okay.
Okay, so 2, try. If any one of you reach Z, please raise your hand.
Oh, so where do we go from A to Z?
Yes, and maybe.
It's a really late.
I'm sorry. A, B, C, D. No, it has to be related. You are not just giving sentences. The dialogue has to make some sense. Okay? So maybe I would say this is really difficult because we don't really know too many words to start with the X. Typically, students will go to Xerox, X-ray. They are all very difficult. Z is also very difficult. Zebra.
Zoology, zookeepers.
Okay, don't do it. Don't do it. All right, skip X and Z, or if you can go on all the way. Okay. Y is okay. Y is easy. So, what is your answer for your
Zealous.
Okay, but there's a lot of concept about what
Yes, zealous is one kind of answer.
It's okay if you can go to Z. That's
Yes.
pretty much okay.
Okay. See.
I have a pair of students who actually love playing this. They rode scooter outside the university, and they stopped at Chongqing and Tuku. And both of them stopped because of traffic light, and they couldn't come up with the answer. People were honking at them. Because why can't? Typically for undergrad, it can go up to like 40 minutes. It can be pretty brain demanding, but I will just leave this to you if you choose. And later on, I'm going to cut the class into these two. So these people will be brain A, and these people will brain B. We will create a very stupid dialogue. Again, you guys are being professional, very mature. No cursing words. I will just warn you, if you are using these later with your students, the teenagers will always come up with the F word and stupid words. Okay, go ahead, enjoy it. What we call A to Z dialogue.
I think he was saying for another activity, for not for this one.
You're right.
Okay, if you use the parts, don't worry. We already covered a lot of parts. You guys can use the parts if you want to say
Depends on the depends on the activity. Depends on the way.
Juice. Maybe it's cherry juice. Cherry juice.
Why do you go to cherry juice?
Cherry juice.
Are you supposed to start with A and B and C?
Yes.
How about why cherry juice?
Oh, I asked him what kind of juice.
Or W?
Juice.
So I can start.
Juice. Okay, yeah, but you have to follow every dialogue with A, B, C, D. Where were you?
We are in a C.
C.
C, yes.
C. Okay, what is the sentence?
Cherry juice.
Oh, cherry juice.
Yes.
D.
I didn't get it.
Yeah, because I haven't asked it.
Okay,
Yeah,
go ahead.
Guess so. Oh, yes.
Honestly, I don't know what happened because that's your life, right? But I think
I know.
you have a lot of things to do on your joyful, isn't it? I mean,
Kind of.
Let me know about that, please. Yeah. It's ginger. Ginger.
Ninjago?
Let me know that.
Then we get technical. Does it? Then it's not here. Here. Okay.
Research is in our classroom.
May I know
Who next?
No? Yes, because we are the same.
No, I just.
Alright, so I can say anything you would like to talk about.
occasionally?
Professor, I will say that,
Is a person
They Yes, yes.
when I
What?
the camps shooting out.
Perhaps it's your impressive experience, but I don't have it. I never.
When you want to ask them what stores like.
You can still negotiate it, but you can still meet.
Yeah.
But I said already.
Because it's been confirmed. But it's not. That's why I'm trying to play this.
I haven't seen you in a while.
I never refer to you in very good you guys. You can say first. Even there's a new they have all no notification. This one is good. Maybe one more one before we go.
Like that is.
Can we skip Q? Because I'm confused about Q.
Of course.
Skip Q.
This is the end of questions.
Q for me is very challenging. So only with you there, and we have the experience. Yes, good. Great. Yes.
Okay, guys. This is actually a very challenging activity, but I will just break this to you. I'm running out of time. I wanted to get everybody done by 4 o'clock, right? We didn't have a break or anything. So let's start from the first, going all the way down, because that paper, they probably were too busy to write down the number. Okay, I just want you to tell me, okay, right now it's like a yes, no, I'm not being very scientific. Do you think this is a very CLT activity? If you have something over 13, how are you feeling today, number 1 to 10? Please raise your hand. 1号到10号, 1 to 10. No? Not CLT.
No, it's not CLT.
No, if you think this is CLT, please raise your hand. Yes, bravely. Okay, we have 8 votes. Okay, we have 12 students. 3 numbers in your life. 3 numbers. Okay. How many dollars? Story, share, hesitating. Okay. Malik never raises.
No, I raised it before.
Really? Okay, number 4. Yes. How many hours? Okay, Tina. Okay, very liberal word. I won't force you. Okay. To me, they are all CLT. You guys have different feelings, which is okay. Approach. If you follow it, all right. So individual. Maybe it's not that strong for you, and maybe it's stronger for everybody. This one, 100% is not CLT because they are being controlled, and you use a lot of nonsense sentences. I overheard here like Kevin, why did you say so? Because they don't have the letter K. They have to start with something like a K. And these two are making a lot of nonsense conversation. Like a king. I saw him on campus.
Okay.
Why do you have a king?
The queen.
A queen. Okay, but typically I will ask the class to do this A, B, C, D, and it doesn't make any sense. But it's simply just fun. I'm also hiding one more activity next week, so you have a chance to see if you are actually following this one. So right now you pretty much get the idea. There's no specific rules or principles written this one.
I have a question. If you are giving students these activities, does a teacher give the students some kind of vocabulary list or words they can use or some structures or
If you are following 100% the older CLT, you don't.
No.
You don't. Because people believe something will happen throughout the dialogue, but it won't happen. Yeah, for the newer one, if you are taking this course on the newer version of CLT, you still have to highlight some certain verbs.
So for the students.
Structure, like what these two did.
Facilitate
Of
the
course,
students.
if you are giving them something, typically it will be.
So it's okay.
Yeah, the next activity I would do. Typically, if you are following all this is what we would do as the last part of our day. Oops, I lost some of it. So remember from Susan and Jessica's lesson plan, you have something more like the pre-quantitative activity. Try to activate people's prior knowledge, right? So maybe in here, okay, 2 of them actually put vocabulary. So this is like something you prepare for. Okay, I didn't do this throughout the whole semester. So I saw students using cellular trying to look up all the words. They still need these words.
Do they know the problem? Do they know the topic for the day earlier?
No.
They get no. They
I
will
give
come
them,
into
I
the
give
classroom
them at the beginning of the class.
Okay.
So of course but I'm experimenting. So I have no idea. My project this semester is actually I'm using jigsaw reading. If you guys know this term, jigsaw reading plus PBL. So the first 9 weeks I was using this. Students came in without knowing anything that's going to happen. But basically they gave me the topic. So 1 week we were doing artificial intelligence, and that's all they need. And one other week we are doing augmented reality. So there are a lot of jargons that probably have to be taught that people actually come in. And now I'm doing all this. It's more like I'm taking my power and returning the power to them. So last week we tried the importance of breakfast. And then I gave the students the topic, and they actually got into talk, and they look up all the vocabulary they are going to do. Okay. So again, okay, I will try to remind everybody that again, if you are doing teaching with me, okay, you can design. People who are doing observation, you can also choose. If you want to stay throughout the 3 hours, you are more than welcome to stay. But if you stay, I will make you work with the students. Okay, just got those and two. If you two finish the teaching, you feel like you want to stay, stay. If you don't feel like you have some other things, you can leave naturally. But if you stay, you can actually get to see what students actually do at the end. Okay, and the two English majors are not that encouraging. I prefer students who are in Nancy, they are more devoted for some reason. It's probably the personality. Okay, I have a very shy group this year, the Wednesday one. Okay. Thursday people are lucky. Let's see. Maybe it's me, I would say. Yeah, I'm not too encouraging probably. So pre vocabulary, and then we have the in up, and then we will do some post. So my next question was asking me all this. Okay, by here I haven't done anything that clear. But later on, if you guys are preparing your lesson plan, try to divide your activity into 3 different stages. Okay, our very last activity here. Okay, which is very typical what I live for my life. Okay, I am using an article and try to cut it into 3. But suppose if I'm following CLT, again, you guys are very professional. You know what I'm doing. So basically, I won't go into here, but I will still try to solve some questions. Throughout your life, okay, if we come to this reading activity, throughout your life, what will be the time that you are making decision or making choices? Any single moment you have to make some choices? Can you give me one example that you are making choice? 24 hours a day. When is the time that you make choices mostly?
What to eat?
Oh, what to eat, very important. My father lying down in the bed the night before, he will say, what are we going to eat tomorrow? Very annoying. My sister got that from him. So I don't like to use the same room with them because every single time they lie down, what do we eat tomorrow morning? My mom will get really mad. Why don't you get up? Okay, breakfast. Some people argue. Okay, I'm not arguing against American values. It's very funny. If you eat in Taiwan, mostly in Asia, you probably get set menu. You sit down, you have no choice. In America, if you sit down, people give you a lot of choices. And if anything happens to you, it's your own decision. Okay? I always have a hard time making choosing salad dressing or drinks and anything you can start with. Okay, what do you want to drink? And you have a lot of choices. If you drink something more, okay, something to eat, something to wear. Yeah. Mask cotton. Makeup. Maybe. I wanted to try something sporty today, but eventually I gave it up. Because my wife gave up ironing for me. This is the only thing I don't know how to do. I can do if every time I iron, I will have wrinkles. So I asked someone professional. Making choice, okay, choosing to go out or not. This is a very fancy, crazy cup I had. So please read the article that I took from a very simple novel. Read as much. If you are done, share with your table what is in the article, okay? And see if you can summarize them orally. Remember, pick up the other side of the memory. So even if I take away some information. Three minutes, probably.